And I have returned. Welcome back. For those watching the VODs, welcome back again to the second half of the Tuesday stream for Tuesday, July 14th. Don't forget to do all the engagement type thingies. We are resuming, and I have another kitten. Come on. Say hello. Say hello to Ollie. This one's Ollie. Yeah. Hi, Ollie. Thank you so much for the follow. He is Ollie, and he has stripes. I don't think you can see them, but he has them. Yeah. Hi. You don't like being held for too long? Yes, 2 kittens. There are 2 kittens. 2 exist in this house. So now Ollie's here. They have swapped places. Now he is on the lap. Now that Ollie is on the lap. So Dolly's our female, brown and white tabby. Ollie is our male, gray, though he has tabby as well. Gray short hair. She's a gray and white long hair. He is a gray short hair. More medium than short, but whatever. And he has a very loud purr. A very loud purr. So when he gets going, you can hear it. You know when he's going. Alright, you need fuel. Hello, fuel. Keep going. Make me bricks. Do I have cat modules in a cat factory? No, not yet. We'll get there. So, as it turns, yeah, they're. I don't know if you mean that in jest or if you actually mean that, because there are creatures called the Fat Eye. So the Fat Eye, the Fat Eye are dancing armored cats. They're like tigers. Hi, what are you doing? What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? Huh? What are you up to? Are you like you're like climbing me? He's trying to climb me. He does like climbing me, by the way. He likes going up on the back of this chair. Unfortunately, he climbs me with his claws. So, ow. Sometimes, ow. Big ow. I don't really have a need for this scrap copper. Yes, actual physical cats. We haven't gotten to the Fat Eyes yet. I am responsible for the cats, by the way, completely for the next week. Starting with this morning, and for the next week, I have to do everything for taking care of them. As my mother and her boyfriend are driving out to Massachusetts to attend my grandmother's funeral and bring back stuff and things. So I have the cats. And since I'm the only person here, and cats, contrary to common belief that they are supremely independent beings, they prefer being with people. So if you are a person in a house, they want to be with the person that is in the house. They don't actually spend as much time alone in other rooms. They would rather be with you, even if they aren't physically on you. They would rather be with you, or with whatever they're used to being with at the time. So if they're used to there being a whole bunch of commotion in a living room at a specific time, that's where they'll generally be, even if there isn't commotion in the living room at that specific time, etc. Because routines are awesome, right? And now his routine is that he comes to my lap every morning with Ollie. Once Ollie gets out of the bedroom, he just runs all the way down, completely across the house, to get to my lap for a brief moment in time, because I'm the only one that's actually down here. All right, what am I doing? Like, seriously. Seriously? What am I doing? I am making another steam-powered washer. That is what I'm doing. Now, how am I going to get the steam to this steam-powered washer? Pipe ground. That's what that is going to be entailing. I like that I can just go and grab stuff now. That is highly, highly convenient. I'm going to stick that there and maybe make some wrought iron pipe and stick it right next to it. And I'm going to go ahead and be very, what is the word I am looking for? Forward-looking? I will be planning for the future with my setup here. Alright, I need you to go up to about there. And that needs to be reversed, because you are going to be making the sand. Okay, you're leaving now? Good. Thanks. You have a towel there to sit on. I just put a towel on the desk right next to me today so that they could have a spot to sit, but no, they will go to my lap and not the towel. So our previous cat, Cole, he really liked having the towel and sitting on the towel for a while. He eventually wanted more lap time towards the end, but yeah, he liked the towel. He liked the towel in particular because I had a heating pad, and he had really bad arthritis on his spine. So he loved having the heat from the heating pad, and just spent all day sitting right next to me. But now we have kittens, and they are a little bit more active than a senior cat was. So yeah, they move around, but they are much more of lap cats from the beginning. All right, so that has a source of steam, at least. I know this looks a little weird with that pump there. Oh yeah, I also, I need water. Water too. Water is good stuff. Water is awesome. I like water. Water is pretty good. I need that. Give me stuffs. We're here to automate the things, right? We are here to automate all the stuff. Give me these things as soon as you finish the landfill. And crafting. Hi, Dolly. Dolly's vocal, by the way. Like every time she jumps, she makes a noise. Every time as she's about to jump, she makes a noise. How am I going to do this? I don't really have that much choice now, do I? Besides doing something along these lines. If I want to truly automate. I know I have 1 unit of belt, but nah. Nah, we don't need just 1 unit of belt. Need to be a little careful with the wood. Hi. That would be Ollie. Ah, come on. There you go. So, theoretically that works. That'll put stuff in the thing. What is my game speed? 5. Right now it's 5. Oh good, he's actually on the towel. Yes, please lay out and sleep on that towel. It's a little hot for you to be on my lap. So yeah, game speed 5. It's right here. It's right here. If you ever want to know what the game speed is, it is right here. And if this is somehow closed, tell me that it's closed, because it's supposed to be up at all times. All right. I need you there into that. Yay! We have sand and stone. And that is landfill. Huzzah! Things! Stuff! It's amazing. It's all gloriously somewhat automated. It's about time. Alright. So what now? That's always the question, right? So what's next on the agenda? More seaweed. More seaweed, right? That's going to be the agenda. Oh, hi, Ollie. Ollie. Really? So Ollie is sitting right in front of the monitor, and he's watching what's going on. And he is in the way of me being able to see things, and he is about to start pawing at the screen. I guarantee it. He's looking at the pointer. He's watching. He's watching the pointer. He's watching the motion on these. And yeah, he is definitely one to actually paw at the screen. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera looking at the screen right now. So yeah, we're gonna have a few more of these. Just a few more of them. I'm gonna wrought iron pipe my way down in preparation for this glorious scheme. There, that one. I need actual seaweed, so I'm gonna steal some seaweed. La di di da, we need to steal some seaweed. I am glad I have the copper for this at the moment, because we are eventually going to be out of copper. Yes, it is Cat TV. You should have seen them on the Off the Rails playthrough. On the Rails playthrough, excuse me. PyBlock Valley, excuse me. Blah stuff things. I get very confused. PyBlock Valley, that's the one. After I got all of my robots, and every time I was in the mall and the robots were flying around, they were pawing at the robots. Absolutely pawing at the robots all the time. Logibots flying around. Okay, good. Good. So, oddly enough, the fuel that has the most value to me right now is actually the raw coal, because the production of coal is converting 10 raw coal into 4 coal. So any unit of coal that I have, and every unit of coal that I have is like worth way more raw coal than it should be. Alright, how is the progression? Oh, see, here's the thing. Occasionally this will happen. Occasionally that will happen. That's just the unfortunate side effect of using stone furnaces. So that couldn't run because it had stuff in it. Yes, Ollie? Hi. Don't use claws, please. He like stretched on my belly and the claws came out. Ow! You keep poking. He is the worst offender with claws. In fact, I don't know if you can see the red scratches on my wrist. It's really hard to contort properly to get the scratches to show, but I'm healing from a couple of days ago from him. But that was medicine time. Medicine time is fine. I really don't care about scratches at medicine time. Oh yeah, I need some of that too. Let's go. Do the thing. That is not enough. Clearly. More iron is required. More of the iron. I have more of the iron, please. Please. Provide the things. And I need seaweed. Of course, seaweed. Hi. Hello, seaweed. I need some seaweed for the circuits. I am not actually standing in a spot that lets me pick up seaweed. Oops. So now I just need more iron. Iron! There you are. Hello, iron. And these. There you go. Huzzah! 2 more! We increased by 2! The automation. Yay. Make me things. Faster. Must go faster. Must go zoom zoom. Super fast. I mean, effectively, this is the only thing we can do right now, because there is nothing else. Just because of the lack of wood, not being able to do anything to make wood right now. I could make logs. I could even start using logs as a fuel if I really wanted to, but the fact that I can't actually get the trees to use as modules really sucks. I could get glass to do a crude fishery to get some units of ore through atomizers, because that's another thing. So this is actually using some of the Pi Alien Life mechanics. Yeah. Yep, it's completely free for the seaweed. It's just water. Just add water, and there's no power usage, and you have the infinite source of seaweed. You just need the space and the landfill for the space to do so, to have all of that. So fish, as a way of doing stuff. Fish render. He's pawing the thing, by the way, in case you see my webcam jiggle. Yeah, that's Ollie pawing the screen. This gives you blood, guts, skin, meat, bones for fish, for 8 fish. What can you do with that? You can make iron ore by atomizing. Well, I think the iron and the copper have that available. Like, what can I really do with it right now? Like, that's the big question. What do we do with it? Like, what do we do with it? Because there's blood to copper, I think. So if I do here, copper from guts. All right, so it's copper from guts. They're listed here. Copper from guts, iron from blood. All right, so what do we do with the bones and the other parts from full rendering? What do we do with bones, meat, and skin? So, okay, what happens with bones, meat, and skin? Well, right now there's like nothing. There's nothing. You can't do anything with the bones, meat, and skin. So it just sits in a chest for a really long time. That's all that happens there. Now, we can make moss. That we can absolutely do. We can do logs into our first unit of moss, and then we can start doing moss farms and start making moss that way to at least attempt to work our way towards red science, right? We should at least attempt the production of red science. Now, you do have to go through this latex for rubber stoppers, so you need access to coal, which we sort of have access to coal. We also need latex, which is steam. Okay, we have steam. We need latex slabs, which will be sodium alginate. Well, seaweed we have. So that should be okay. Creamy latex should also be okay. It will require saps, which yeah, we can get our first sap to make a sap tree for the sap extractors using seaweed moss and a little bit of wood, so we do need to make sure that we have wood on us. Limestone is free to make sodium alginate, so that's fine. We just need another extractor, soil extractor, to get the limestone for sodium alginate. Copper plate water CO2, that's fine. Unfortunately, CO2 right now is going to require going the extra step of going coal to coke. Otherwise, there's your formic acid, and your creamy latex is limestone, sap, and water. So all of that, that's fine. Now, unfortunately, there's no Mark 0 botanical nursery, so you would have to make the botanical nursery here. The standard Mark 1 is actually using the steam-powered soil extractor, which I find interesting. Makes it so that you can make this, so you need another 25 units of wood in order to make that, so that you can get your first sap tree, I would imagine, slash seeds from sap into sap tree. Right there, there's your sap tree. Actual tree requires an actual fastwood forestry, which you cannot get at this point in time. The crude fastwood, the steam-powered fastwood, needs to be added to this list. But yeah, so there are things to do that we can do for progression. We can make agar. We could get glass for empty petri dishes for the petri dishes. And then there's the microorganism mine, so we could do that to get the incubated petri dishes. So we can get the incubated petri dishes with a basic substrate. What we cannot do is make wood for the cellulose. So the cellulose is the problem right now, because as you can see, cellulose is 7 units of wood in the recipe that we have access to at the beginning of the game, as well as some limestone, but limestone is free. It is this wood requirement on cellulose that is the problem, because in order to make enough red science to get to the point of being able to make wood, would require that you start with over 700 units of wood, because you need 700 just to get the science in the first place. So, yeah. And there is no handcrafting of wood from logs. But we can get logs right now. So, logs are available here through the crude fastwood forestry, but we can't actually process the logs into wood. The log to wood recipe is locked behind the Red Science Botanical Nurseries 1. That is the current problem. Also, with fish, apparently there's an issue with the fish. The crude fish right here, our steam-powered or whatever fish factory, in that it doesn't actually accept fish as modules, so it's incredibly slow. So you have the grand total crafting speed 0.04 without the ability to put fish as modules in it to make it go faster. So, yeah, you don't get that plus 375 times however many module slots on it. Fish is fuel. Yes, fish is fuel. Is it this fuel? No. So fish is fuel because it is used for specific biotic transportation. Yes, crawdads and dingrits and phaediasis. That is what that is used for. Make me that. That beautiful, glorious stuffs. Now, the other reason to have sand over here is that if I build an automated screener, I can get quartz. So I need to. That is something I can do. Let's try to do the things that I can do, right? That includes making ourselves an automated screener. I am going to need more copper, and more iron, but still more copper. You need a little bit of fuel for you. I'm going to go ahead and cut that in half for you and throw that in there. Give me that copper, that beautiful, glorious, wonderful copper. Yes, yes, copper. Give me that screener. Now, I will note that in a previous version of PyBlock, this used to take significantly more circuits. It used to be double the circuits, 20. So it was 150 units of copper plates that you needed there. Yeah, it's a few. 'Twas a few. Yes, I can tell you as a fact that you are missing at minimum 100 units for the science itself, and then more for the necessary buildings that you need for wood. So if I go in and I go into red science here, we say for all intents and purposes I need 300 units of you need 300 units. We'll just ignore that this is technically per second, and it's actually we're gonna say it's units. You need 300 units of red science. Trust me on this, to unlock Botanical Nurseries 1 Tech. In order to do that, you need 100 units of cellulose, which is 700 units of wood. 700 units of wood. You start the game with 600 per player, so obviously that's a problem, right? So you need that, and you need the buildings that require wood as well along the way. So if you start with double the amount of wood, it's still going to be a little bit tight, but still possible. So that's just my thoughts right now at this moment in time about all of that. Let us continue with the expanding of the seaweed farms, though, because that's absolutely number one priority, is to have as many of these seaweed farms as possible. That is number one. The first top priority. Always, always more seaweed farms. It is going to require a wait, though, because, you know, I'm finally through my copper plates, and if I go into here and be like, hey, turn all the scrap, I now actually need all the scrap to be copper plates. Hello. Ollie is sleeping next to me. Don't know what happened to Dolly, though. Dolly disappeared. Left me. I'm so sad. My sweet Dolly has left me. Yes, we totally do the hello Dolly thing all the time. All the time. We are definitely saying hello Dolly all the time. I have a little bit more stone than I do sand here, so you are going to be sand for a little bit. Give me more sand. All sand. I like sand. Sand is awesome and magnificent and glorious. Because, you know, landfill is magnificent and glorious, and I am limited by my sand on that front. However, I should be able to make another 2 of those. Excellent. Excellent. I will, however, need to make some of this stone into bricks. So once those are sufficient, you can go ahead and make bricks. Full stack. Conversion. Make me things. How much more space? 3? Is that 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 tiles. It's actually that much. Oh. I do need that. And yeah, ghosts, they work. By the way, ghosts are fine. They do good work. Here. Bots are wonderful. I need seaweed. Seaweed! Please. There you go. Do the stuff. There you go. Do all the stuffs so I can take care of the things. Need a few more units of belt. Give me... Oh. Yeah, that's been, Oh, I totally made inserters when I needed belt. Belt! Please! All belt. And power. There we go. It's moving. We now have 7. 7 of these things. I think at 9, I'll start growing on the opposite side. So that way I don't have to keep adding more belt. In fact, I think this entire time I should have just been building on the other side to save units of belt. Wow, that was a little bit of a backup there. Hi. I like the fact that doing this gives me more iron. That's the number one thing I like out of this, is that doing this, yeah, like screw the iron ore out of this. Like, just screw the iron ore out of this. It's all about that beautiful, wonderful copper. That's all this is for. That's all I care about. Really tempting to just throw all this stuff into a chest. And then from the chest into the furnaces. Really tempting. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but there will come a point where I will be backed up on coal. So I sort of have to do this and shove some coal into here just to make sure I use it. Just to be sure stuff gets used. You also ran out of fuel, so there you go. Enjoy. Enjoy the fuel. I now have a few units of sand. Just a few. Giving me more and more landfill. You know what? Let's start by building on this other side. I need that much. One more tile. One more. Right around there. And then those. Success! Ish. Hello, King! Welcome. Welcome to PyBlock. Your baby. You now get to hear me talk about all the things that you need to work on PyBlock. Yeah, you now get to. By the way, I don't need this pin. I need this pin. This pin. This is the pin I want to have listed here. Yeah, do that pin. So, yes, welcome back to the land of the living, where stuff is automated now. In this particular playthrough. So, wood. There's not enough wood to get into wood production. Because not only is there not enough, or how should I start this? So you know about the seedlings. right? You know that you need to have a method added to do the seedlings, but the logs to wood recipe is still locked behind red science. So we can't actually make any wood even if we have a steam powered wood processing unit. So this recipe is locked behind Botany 1, which means that we would need 700 units of red science, or no, it's not 700, 300 units of red science, or 700 units of wood for that science. So 300 units of red science, 700 units of wood for the cellulose. We start the game with 600. So it is literally impossible to get to wood automation with the amount of wood that we start with. Because not only do you need 700 units just to get the automation science that you need to unlock Botany 1, if that's the only thing you spend science on, is the specific text to get Botany 1, which is steel into xenobiology into Botany 1. You also need buildings that require wood, as well as you need to use an initial bit of wood as fuel. So yeah, that's step one. That's like issue the greatest right here. Issue the next is that yeah, so I know about the logs works. The logs without seedlings works. The logs to wood is what needs to be fixed, so that will be fixed. Good to see. The other thing is that trees. So the other oversight is that trees don't have the ability to be made in the crude fastwood forestry. So we can't do this. We can't get modules for the crude fastwood forestry because it doesn't grow in a crude. So this is missing crude fastwood, or whatever the heck it's called, crude or steam powered or whatever. It's just the Mark 0 fastwood. And you know about the tree seedling thing. And the yes, and the fish farm Mark 0 doesn't actually allow fish as modules. That's the other point that's been made. Fish farm 0 does not allow stuffs. All right. We have said the stuff to King. Congratulations, King now knows of stuffs. Now, give me things here. Do I go that extra unit for the water? I think I do. Get another pump and just do more pipe. Sounds like a much better idea in my opinion. Just to grab those. Grab all that sand, make all of that. Am I now low on stone? I am, so you can go back to stone. I said stone. Make me all the stone ever. All the stone. Must have the stone. Must get super stony. And I did one extra tile there because I need the pipe. Why am I such a dummy at times? You? There. Save the little bits that you can, where you can. Also, make another thingy. Make all the thingies. All of them! I need more copper. I need copper. Copper! Make me copper. So I don't have to wait on this shenaniganry. I have plenty of iron. Like the iron works fine thanks to the iron oxide output of this raw coal to coal recipe. It should give more coal than 4, but it's fine. I I can live with it. It's just the loss of fuel value. The loss of fuel value going from 4 raw coal to or going from 10 raw coal to 4 coal. It's like, oh god, that's such a huge loss. So each raw coal is 3 megajoules. So spending 30 megajoules of power to get 4 units of 4 to get 16. You cut nearly in half your fuel value. You nearly cut in half your fuel value. Yeah, technically, yes, there's fuel value in the liquids, but only if you can use it. You can't use it at this point, so yeah. Like, only if you can use it as fuel, sure. You're cutting your solid fuel in nearly half. How are these doing in terms of their stuff? I think I can just drop all that in there and make more things. Make more stone and sand. Give me everything. I do enjoy the scrap copper. The scrap copper is awesome. Hey, more things. I need stuff. I need more copper. I need more seaweed. Well, from a physics standpoint, you should always lose fuel value, right? But this isn't reality. I like my fuel value. Fuel value is pretty good stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. I like to gain fuel value over time. How many we got here? We got 11. 11. We're on ×5 game speed, by the way. Just a reminder, ×5. We have simulated 8 hours thus far. And it continues to lose, by the way. Like, the destructive distillation column recipes in general, you lose fuel value. You tend to always lose fuel value in the DDCs as you go down the line. Yes, I know that I have to redo this shenaniganry over time. Like, that's the point. By the way, that's one of the points in PyBlock. Oh my. We are now limited by the speed of the inserter. Yay! I guess yay. I guess that's actually a thing to be yaying about. We are inserter speed limited. We are still inserter speed limited. But this is why I use the Bob's adjustable inserters. This, by the way, is the equivalent of 2 inserters, I think. This is the rough equivalent of 2 inserters? Yeah, 2. By having a right angle, it cuts the travel time in half, therefore it's the same as 2. So you need more than 2. Is what I guess I'm trying to say. Oh, so the crude can't make formic acid either. All right, cool. Yeah, it's these reasons why it's not on the mod portal yet. But I figured, in a 3-hour stream, we can at least point out what the issues are so that they can be fixed, ideally, by the next stream. So that the thing can be fixed in reasonable amounts of time. That was my thoughts anyway, is that, sure, let's begin this playthrough, and that by the time some of these issues become relevant, they'll be fixed by the time they pop up. That I think is reasonable, right? That stuff gets fixed. Anyway, let's get copper. Copper sounds great. Copper sounds great right about now. I like having copper. I like having the iron too. Yeah, so the iron oxide, by the way, this is the primary source of iron plates right now. This is the absolute primary source of iron plates for me. There is no other source in existence of iron plates besides that. Let's not think about the other stuff, the copper. Yep. Very, very easy to fix once they're known. That is very true. All these little issues are exactly that, just little issues that can be fixed quite easily with like an enabled flag, or just I think actually most of them is an enabled flag. Others is a building flag. What buildings are enabled for that particular recipe, right? So what do I need for this? The buildings. Buildings! Of course, I need buildings. I need more copper. More copper. More copper. All the copper. I am out of scrap copper. Yikes. I am out of scrap copper. That'll be a yikes moment. Yikes. Yikes. Out of the scrap copper. Space! Isn't space glorious? So how many is that? 14. 14. This is 18 to 1. By the way, so King is aware, this is 18 to 1 with a crude DDC. Thus this. Thus my pin, right? Thus the pin. Why the pin exists. The crude DDC, by the way, the icon is little off here in Hellmod, but whatever. So it's 18 seaweed crops to consistently feed the one crude DDC fully, which is going to make a glorious 0.7 raw coal, 0.9 coal gas, and 0.9 tar. And then going into the oxide from one into the next, it's going to, just make 2 tar per second. So 2.9 tar per second with 4.9 coal gas, 0.3 coal. I mean, this is assuming it's using the coal for this, but no, it's actually not. It is actually, there is one little thing I need to change here. That is going to be the raw coal. Where is raw coal? Just so that we get more accurate numbers here. So more accurately, it's 1.7 plus 0.9. It's not 2. See the difference here between using different things? This actually tells me it's better if I were to actually do that. It would be better to do that and fuel this with coal. If my interest is more tar. So, hey, back we go. The difference between raw coal and coal is a whole 0.3 tar, which at this scale is huge. That is a huge bonus. A whole 0.3. Oh god, 0.3 over 2? 15%? Oh god, no, it has to be over initial, right? So it's over, it's 0.3 over 1.7. 17.5%-ish gain. More tar, yes, more tar. To go coke? Ah. Well, let's have a look. If we go coke. Let's go coke. So you can then go into coke. Alright. It is another 0.9 if we go into coke. And if you use the coke, still says 0.9. If you use the coke, 1. And if you use the coke, what we end up with is a whole 0.1 coke. And then 1.4 plus 2 plus 0.9, or 4.2 tar. Yeah, I'd say that's worth it. That's worth doing. If what I'm interested in is actually the tar, it's also more oxide or more iron. So I guess I can do that. Let's look at that. Look at how the logistics change by doing this. Yeah, let's just say I'm going to need a glassworks and a high pressure furnace and a steam powered thingy and another quenching tower at some point and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm just wasting time, by the way, because I want all of the landfill on the planet. So more landfill. I need more. I need more sand. I need more sand. I've got a few thousand units of stone just sitting around. All right, how the hell am I going to do this? You think I should grow the seaweed farm to do 2 TDCs? I don't. Okay. That will go there, which means moving, shifting, like, everything. What's going to get tricky is actually using the coke to feed this machine if I don't use piped grounds. So I'm going to need to make a couple of piped grounds. I actually, fortunately, do have the iron to do the piped grounds, which is excellent, excellent, excellent. I am happy that I can do the piped ground in here. That is always appreciated to give me access to that stuff. PyBlock is using PyAlienLife. Yes, it is. But it is also still in testing. So, combination of both of that. It is in testing with Alien Life support. Yes, and I'm times 5. Just to get through the initial grind, because either way it's going to be a grind. Yeah, and the coke is needed for the carbon for the moss. I am mostly alpha testing. Anyone can download it if you have access to the community Discord server, which is public. So anyone can take part in the community Discord server. I need to. Oh God, this is worse than I thought. Why is this worse than I thought? Because the iron oxide, dummy. Alright, so for now, that. No, that is the recipe. And then I'm going to use the length. That'll be the tar. How in the F? Okay. Sure. That is how in the F. That is how the F we will do the thing. This also has stuff. Yeah, this is not going to be simple without filters. Without any way of filtering whatsoever. So... at the end... like so. However, that then does not feed these. Get rid of that. We'll do this the opposite way then. We'll have that in, that down. I hear Dolly. Huh? Oh, what? That's fine. That doesn't need to exist because that's there. Get rid of that. So what I need is for coke to get in here. I need the iron oxide in here. I need iron oxide in here, and I need coke that way. Is that success? Once I put the thingy back. Is that success? I think that's success. The dolly is here. Hello. You must have been in the window. You're paying the toll. The toll is to be on the camera. Hi. That's the dolly. My pretty dolly. My pretty yeah, my pretty with her nice stripes. Yeah. Hi. Hi, my sweetie. She's nice. Dolly's nicer. Dolly is nicer than Ollie. There, do you want to be with Ollie? Because Ollie's here too. He's next to me. He is next to me. I see no problems besides this. This is what you mean by loop the thing, right? This what you mean by loop the thing? Because I think that's what you mean by loop the thing. There. We have done the thing. It has to, like, back up, but sure, fine, whatever. Things! Stuffs. That'll grab all the coke. This could run out of stuffs. This ran out of stuffs. Get rid of the top front. No, I can't. I can't get rid of this one. This is because this is going to output coal and output the iron oxides. This furnace, is this the furnace you're talking about? Because this furnace needs to exist right here. This furnace needs to exist right here to get rid of the iron oxides. And if I get rid of this onto a belt, this inserter will take out not only iron oxide, it will take out coal too. Even though this is moving coal from here to here, the fact that this inserter exists out here, if it goes onto a belt, will also take coal from here. That's what happens. That is simply how it happens. You are supposed to be fed by this, or by that. Yeah, that's how you are supposed to get your stuff. You are not supposed to get fed that as fuel at all, but there's like no way around. There is no way around. That having raw coal in it. I think part of the issue is that I just don't make enough stuffs, things, whatevers. Now, if I had this available to me, I wish I did. I wish I had this one tile. I wish I had this one tile, believe me, to properly get this fed, but as it stands, yeah, because this is just not getting the fuel in because of the loop. I need to actually have it go out over to here first. I need it to be here first. So I need belt. Belt! Save me. Do a thing. Get moving. Flow. Flow for me. Really? So the inserter is not fast enough to grab a corner on the opposite side. Don't you love Factorio? Isn't Factorio a great game? Factorio is amazing as a game. It does these things to you sometimes. Like, the answer is I have to extend this, like, a little more. Then I can have the doohickey in there. Technically one down, then there, and that. So are you doing things? Can we agree that things need to move now? And then eventually, if the timing is just perfect, this will produce stuff, and there we go. Oh my god. Now please at least have enough fuel value to make the next set. Yes! Now grab those to go in that. We did it! God, that was stupid. The beautiful belt Getty. The beautiful belt Getty. This is how we've done it. However, there is another problem with this. Do you see the other problem with this? I see the other problem with this. It needs to be like that. Because the steam power needs to exist for the inserters everywhere. Oh god, this is dumb. This is dumb. But that is how that needs to be. In the meantime, I have backed up severely on the copper because this is stupid. Incredibly. Am I now limited by steam? Probably. Most likely, in fact. How in the world do I get around this potentially switching? I really don't think there's a good way around switching until I get access to some sort of filtering. Yeah. Which is red science, by the way. Like, the very first tech is logistics. That's the tech to take, is logistics. Like, even besides going into botany or wood automation, which I guess if this fix is made to be able to do logs to wood, then we don't have to worry about going directly there. Alright, give me sand. Also, this is stupid too, just the soil into this machine. Using 2 inserters, handing off. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Give me all of the landfill, please. After all that time. After all that time, the landfill is pretty glorious. So, I think my inserter is limiting me here. I think my inserter is limiting me. So, we're going to do 1 tile, / 2 tiles, or whatever. That's gonna be done, and, yeah, so remember what I said about the whole 1 tile thing? We're gonna put that there. And yeah, I'm gonna just grab the whole thing and move it over 2 tiles. The bots will do my work for me, for the exception that I shouldn't actually have them moving anything with this belt. The belt can be there, it's just I need to move the buildings, / the inserters, / the other stuffs. Could you oh, that's a bit of a backup. That's a little bit of a backup that you had going on there, buddy. Yes, yes. So much simpler with Tiny Start. Have I mentioned that I like Tiny Start a lot? It is highly useful and convenient. So what does this allow me to do? This allows me to put that inserter there. That's the only reason. The only reason I moved everything 2 tiles. I only needed to move them 1 tile, but just to get this fully moving. So that all of these are going into this DDC. This is the equivalent of 4 inserters. Yes, dump this seaweed that I now have into the DDC. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chest and stick it into the chest. That's the solution. So it continues to pull in what's being produced, and it just uses what's left until such time as I build the other 4 DDCs. Let's increase the size of this thing a little bit. Just a little bit, and do this. Maybe a little bit smaller so I can actually see what the thingy is right there. Let's see, is that enough? I think that's barely. Not. 1 tile, of course. Give me those 4. There we go. Oh, I need more electric poles. I am in need of copper. So that'll be a thing. Give me some of that. 1. I need stone. Bricks. More bricks! More bricks. Give me bricks. Yes, seaweed for the modules too. Seaweed for the buildings, seaweed for the modules, and I, of course, need that. And that. And that. This might take a little while, by the way, because of the stuffs. Really? That's 2. 2. Yep, fuel for the copper furnace. It's going. It's moving. So here's the thing. We have now entered the point where I am exhausted on the copper. I have exhausted copper to a significant point. Give me those. Give me that. Which is just in time to fully saturate this 1 DDC with the Mark 0 seaweed crops. It is just in time. Still a little bit. Oh, see, that's... I hate that. I hate that. This is the good thing about actual C-block using Bob's Angels, is you get pretty early access to the metal mixing furnace that lets you actually set the recipes on these. That's what I prefer, is being able to set the recipes on these. I would much rather have a stone furnace that lets me set the recipes. I mean, yeah, the automated foundry is a building that exists at Red Science that does exactly that, lets you set the recipes, but that does nothing for me right now. Factorio does that, yeah. Lots of mods does that, but in the current state there's no furnace. No basic furnace, basic stone furnace that lets you do this in this way. See, it switched again. It's switched again. Like, no. No. Just copper. 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 Give me the copper in this machine. From this machine. I still need more, by the way. I need 37 and a half, whatever that means. So it's just shy of having the full amounts. Just shy. See, this is when it switches, by the way. If I pick up this copper before it adds more copper ore, this furnace becomes empty. Yeah, it just needs to be an assembler instead of a furnace, but then you... Like, can we just complain about Factorio in and of itself having this furnace mechanic? Like, can we just not have this furnace mechanic? Period? Because this is just a dumb system, right? This system is stupid. Because it tells you nothing about what you can even put into this machine, or what you get out of it at any given time. All stone furnaces should behave like assemblers. Like, base Factorio. All stone furnaces should be assemblers. Like, it is, if you really think about how these work, it's stupid from a usability standpoint. From an actual player experience standpoint, it's dumb. Every furnace needs to be this way. Yes, this mechanic of furnace shouldn't exist. It should all be choose your recipe. You should be able to choose the recipe of every single furnace that exists. Which technically makes them assembling machines from a coding standpoint, because they specifically coded this stupid behavior. Don't pick up the copper plate until there's ore in the machine. Anyway, I have enough for the last thingamabobber. So yeah, having this is preventing now stuffs. It is dumb. However, the argument against that from a developer standpoint is mods exist. So you can mod it out of the game completely. That is the counterpoint. Just so that all the inserters are on the same spot. Furnace was just coded first, maybe, but that doesn't excuse it for being dumb now. I would really like this building. Are you kidding? So, King, maybe have a look at how much landfill is placed along the edges of the iron reserve. Because it's missing a tile on the left and right, on the right and down. Yeah, it's off center by a tile. Off center by a tile, a singular tile. On the reserve. Off by one. It's shifted up and to the left one. It's like it's thinking that the center tile is like here, like up and to the left by one for some reason. Oh well. Oh wells. So I would like one of these. As superfluous as the iron is right now. So, King, another thing to make note of. I don't know what your timing idea is for the early iron mines, but the iron and copper mines require automated factory Mark 1s, which means that these mines are inherently locked behind red science. So even though I am here, I can't actually make this mine until red science. So I don't know what the intended timing is supposed to be there, if it's meant to not be available until red science, or if it's supposed to be available earlier. Or if there's supposed to be some sort of crude assembling machine at some point. I'm assuming you mean yes as in red science. So that you have to handcraft your way to red science and then unlock, what is it? Coal processing 1. That unlocks that building. It is precisely coal processing 1. Got it in 1. It is not 10 red. It is steel 50 plus another 30. So 50, 80. It's 80 red science. 80 red science. It's 10 for automation, which is the regular assembling machine, not the same assembling machine. and long-handed inserters, which are superfluous, by the way. Red inserters are superfluous with my current mod setup. I am using Bob's adjustable inserters, which means that I have the ability to make regular inserters be long. So I have a bit of a setup here at this point in time, as we are about 5 minutes from the end of things. Not truly automated. Wow! Seriously? I did not actually expect that to be a thing. Actually backing up on coke? Well, alrighty then. Actually backing up on coke. How's the yeah, the power is fine. So, we have net positive. We are net positive. I could actually use some of this coke in a different set of boilers for steam, or use more stuff making steam. Like, I could add another thingy here to make this go consistently, which, by the way, is exactly what I'm going to do. I will do this thing, and then of course the clear sharing of stuff there is on that line. Make me one of those. Donk. Give me that. And then you can switch over to stone permanently. You are on permanent stone duty. Oh, it would help if I actually had the inserters, right? And the power to the inserters? Yeah, that would be fantastic. So, yay? Pass through steam, yay or nay? Absolutely yay. Absolutely yay. On that, pass through steam is absolutely required. Absolutely. Yep. That is 100% required with the initial setups to make more stuffs. Like this, like, yes. Just, yes. You would not believe the pain and suffering not actually having pass-throughs are on these. I say that, and it's going to get taken away and be absolutely horrific and terrifying. Yeah, pass-through steam is fine. Yeah, it's the same as with these, anyway. So leave them. So, yes, now we are draining the coke. We are officially draining the coke now, because, yeah, this is consuming more. I'm consuming more. The old version didn't have it. Yeah. Check the DDCs. Yes, it's not moving. Why are you not moving? Because that. Why? Oh. This is a good problem to have. When you have a full stack of iron plates waiting for you. Ta-da! Full stack! Which reminds me to do something rather important. Oh, I need... yeah, that. Give me iron chests now. I think I have the iron to make iron chests. I don't know about you, but I think I have the iron for the iron chests at this point. I don't need that to exist anymore. What do I want? I want this to not be iron. I want this to be copper. Thanks. That would be great if you could be copper rather than iron. Make all that. Give me that, and then make more. There we go. It's moving again. I think the furnace thing is definitely now on the to-do list, because, yeah. Lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. So, it is officially that time where I will be ending off the stream. It is already 1 p.m. Already that time. So, I think the obvious thing that I could do between these next streams, or the next stream on Thursday, would be more and more and more and more landfill. Did I update the mod list on my website? Yes, I did. I did update the mod list on my website, on the stream schedule page. It is updated. It is updated. And just so that we are clear, Bob's modules, no God modules, no green modules, no raw productivity, no raw speed, but I do have the productivity limitations disabled as well, which allows productivity on all the things, but productivity will have drawbacks. Productivity will have drawbacks. We've got Factorissimo 2 as well in this playthrough. Not like it matters right now until I get science, but yeah, it will come in handy as I make a main bus. I will make a main bus. Let's be clear about this. I will make a main bus. I have quality of life research as well. Mostly a lot of this is the same as the last time, just, you know, not including things that don't need to be included because of the peculiarities of this particular playthrough. Alright. All the known issues will be fixed tonight. Cool. Good. I like a lot. Like a lot. As this begins to flow again. So with that, folks. No power transmission either, right? Yeah, no. If it's a special setting, then no. I don't think I've done any of that. So yeah, no transmit productivity, no speed on productivity either. That's off by default. Yeah, this one's off by default, so the speed doesn't change, but the power draw changes. Power draw should be the main problem. Power and technically pollution, but I don't have pollution enabled, so won't matter at all. If I go to search productivity module 8, it won't actually tell me, will it? Because I have to hover over it. If I go into Hellmod, productivity module 8, energy consumption plus 80%. And then productivity 40, pollution 120. So it increases the power by 80%, the power draw by 80% per module at productivity 8. Similarly with speed, it increases energy consumption by 80%, and speed by 160. And then the energy consumption minus 80% for the effectivity. So there you go. There you go. And that's the only ones I have access to with the pollution producing as well as pollution cleaning, but they are superfluous. Yeah, no God modules, no raw speed, no raw productivity, and no green. Not like that really mattered to begin with. So yeah, that's more fair. More fair. Still powerful. Still incredibly powerful. But at least it will have the drawback of being forced to focus on the power situation. Focusing on producing more power. That's the idea. More and more and more power as we go along. So I have a few iron plates to deal with. And now a few copper. So yeah, just off screen, this is going to run and give me resources. and give me landfill, and we're gonna work our way towards this copper up here. I don't know about you, but choice between lead and copper, I'm gonna go up to that copper and see what awaits me. We will do that though on screen. For the moment, it is just accumulating actual landfill, and we'll build out the landfill stuff when I stream next. That should be a good compromise, depending on how much I actually play between now and then. We shall see. We shall see. I think this is a pretty decent start. Make some fishies. Make some fishies. Well, I have some fishies. I can make the fishies. The problem I have with the fishies, King, is that you only give us access to full rendering on the fishes, without a way of dealing with the bones and other parts of the fish. So you gave us full rendering without a way to deal with bones, meat, or skin. We have guts and blood, but not bones, meat, skin. From what I can tell. From what I can tell, there's no way of actually using bones, meat, or skin, so they just sit and do nothing in a chest somewhere. Meat makes tin. Well, meat makes tin. Like, you're thinking of the atomizer stuff, but it's not available immediately. I think. So, okay, that's available immediately. Tin, meat, and then aluminium would be another thing that needs to be made. Aluminium. Or is that going to be out of something? From that. Alright, but that's also tin. Wow, okay. 0.2 aluminium and nickel is from clay sulfuric. Alright, so what do I do with bone? Bone. Bones. From full rendering fish, ingredient in absolutely nothing. Ingredient in absolutely nothing. Yeah, so bones and skin have nothing. At least the meat has something, but need something for the bones and skin, otherwise they just sit in a chest that needs to then be deleted every so often through the power of firearms. So I think with that, I would like to thank you all for watching on this day. On this PyBlock experience day, we have begun a very, very long playthrough with PyBlock. And as I said earlier, ideally as we go along and point out things that are ahead of us that need work, that things will get worked on so that by the time we meet again, it will be fixed and we can continue and perpetually continue until we reach the end. There will come a point where it will look exactly like a normal Pi playthrough, right? There will come a point where we will look exactly like a regular Pi playthrough. The only real difference is how you get your ore. And eventually, you're just going to be able to ground bore your ores anyway, right? Because you're going to be able to get your oil. There needs to be a way to get oil perpetually so that you can convert it into drilling fluids. You have to drilling fluids. Once you get these perpetually, oh boy, it is a time. It is a time for celebration, much rejoicing, and all that good stuff. So again, thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyanodon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyanodon. and myself at patreon.com/otaku showboat. I will, of course, be back on Thursday, where we're going to be automating wood. I would hope. We're going to automate wood and start working towards the initial production of red science, because that's what we need to do at this point. We need red science. Red science. That's a thing. That is a thing, which will need wood and glass for. So, yay. Stuffs. Things. I will be back on Thursday. I hope to see you all then. And the cats are sleeping. They're sleeping.